Regulation and compliance are necessary. So are necessary for the society, are necessary to give rules, not to break the freedom of other people. So actually it's necessary. So I think that the regulations are moving forward in the right direction. The data protection regulation and the other DMA and the other are all moving toward the right direction. Then I am a certification body. For a certification body, the rules and regulation is our job. So at the end, by a certain point of view, probably is a little bit a question that is having a expected answer by our side, but this is what I think correctly, is what I think. Overdoing. I think that the world is moving so fast in terms of what we are doing that is impossible for the regulation to cover in the years to come all the shadows and evolution that the world is going to have. So we need the regulations that are a little bit more open and not overlapping one each other in terms of giving confusion also to the market. Certification is, by my point of view, important because it is demonstrating that a company, so the applicant that is seeking for certification, is not only telling that he's doing something, but is so confident in what he's doing and in the minimization of risk that he's doing, that he's asking to a third party to assess their processes, to give an evaluation of these processes. And honestly, whenever you have a company, a person that is putting itself under the lens of an evaluation is always a good point. So certification, from my point of view, is a good way to demonstrate compliance to the market. Well, it is provided in the regulation, so certification is a way for the things that I was saying before. So being the company assessed against some rules from a third party company like us, so we are a certification body, means that they are relying on their processes, and we as a certification body that are giving a certificate, we can assure on the market that they are doing their best, because you can do the best, it's not that they are solving everything, to protect the information, to transfer the information the right way, to give to the data subject the possibility to eventually to intervene in the process if something is not going as they are expecting. Good question. Well, standard contractual clauses, code of conduct, certification, they have a different level also of approach during the activity. All of them have a valid point, also binding corporate rules, for example, but the scope for what they are defined is a little bit different. So for sure, certification is, in terms of reliability, is the top level, because there is always this third party that is auditing you, that is not required, for example, nor for the code of conduct, for the binding corporate rules, or from the standard contractual clauses. So in terms of reliability of what a company is doing, probably certification in this moment is still at the top level. Well, there is always the wrong, by my point of view, feeling that a certification body or the data protection authority or the accreditation body that has ruling what we are doing are like enemies that you need to fight under certain aspects. So during the audit you find someone that is not going to, you feel that sometimes they are a little bit afraid of telling you all the things that are happening. The suggestion is applying with a little bit of patience, because actually mainly for the specific scheme that are related to the GDPR, there is still something that we need to learn and improve in the processes, but being transparent, not having the fear to discuss with certification bodies, accreditation bodies, data protection authorities, because the scope of all the stakeholders is not give a fine to the company, but being sure that the process is protecting the data subject. And whenever there is a coordination between all the parties, all the stakeholders, this is going to give to the market a very high added value.